Hi, my name is Michelle Dates, and I've been making videos these days. They're not big videos, but hey, I'm starting slow. I don't have a regular camera, just have my cell phone, so I'm doing it myself. I live with Lyme disease. Actually, the co-infections got better, but I always have something. I have GI issues. I have abdominal pain. I have nausea. I get vertigo. I get a lot of head pain, body aches, arthritis, osteoarthritis. So I'm not really well, and you're never really well with Lyme disease. As I put on my Facebook page, which I decided to YouTube this. Why I YouTube this? Now that I'm learning more and more because my eyes go crazy and blurry, and I'm sorry if a few of the words have been spelt wrong. I thank you for friends that have written nice things. I appreciate it. I worked in this nursing field for many, many years. I'm from Upland, California. I grew up here, but I was born in the Los Angeles area near Beverly Hills. Everyone lives out there. But we're all older now. A lot of us are gone, grandparents, everyone. But I moved back to my hometown with family. And so now I've taken on a new adventure. I have, in the last few years, tried to educate my town of the Inland Empire, it's called, an hour east of Los Angeles, which I'm new on Twitter as well. And I really hope to get a lot of people awareness of ticks and West Niles and illness. And I've had a lot of things go on that doctors just don't understand, and nurses. Not my own doctor in Los Angeles. I have to say, Los Angeles has been on top for me. But moving back home here, I've had some issues, and unfortunately, it's hard when you're used to having older doctors that have been taking care of you and you move back. It just is. They always say don't move someone old. I'm not old, but when you have a chronic illness, it is hard to move. But I wanted to go on my YouTube today, talk about I've been ill since July. In July, I got very sick, and unfortunately, I wanted to talk about parasites, which I have an integrative doctor. I had a lot of doctors in Los Angeles. There wasn't too many doctors like that out here an hour east that knew about the problems I had. But in Los Angeles, they're all conventional doctors that I knew that threw you in the hospital and IV'd you when you're vomiting or you have Crohn's and you have other things, and that's okay. But there are other holistic things that I do all over the world, and I thank many who look at my views. I found it, I saw many from Google, so I thank them very much. But today I find out, yesterday actually, and that's why I'm making the YouTube, I found out more of my testing. So I wanted to share with you. When you get tapeworms, when you get parasites, when you have H. pylori, when you have a lot of GI issues and you have a lot of stomach problems and you wonder why you're nauseous and why you're sick, you have to look more into that. And unfortunately, sometimes a holistic doctor is the best. Integrative doctor is the best. They do the better testing. Unfortunately, they don't do those just CBCs, which is your white blood count, and say, hey, go home. Or do a stool test and it doesn't show C. diff. C. diff shows if you have a bad infection. They do the most intense tests that show if you have parasites, if you drank bad water, what type of parasite you had, if there are any type of a fungus in your body, if you have H. pylori, if you have inflammation. These are things that these integrative doctors seem to be tops all around the world, and myself being a nurse working in my hometown an hour east in the 80s. And then I moved to the Los Angeles area where my family is and worked at Cedar Sinai on the 8th floor. and that was the 80s. Got out of it, missed it. Look where I'm back to where I used to be. Unfortunately, I got sick. So now I'm out to help other people. My background came back. But I wanted to tell people, when you have a parasite, I'm not a doctor, but most people that do get a parasite, their doctor says, you know what, why don't you take a parasite holistic med? That is good because I have one. I have a parasite med. My doctor names them. He has a private label, but if you look on Amazon or if you go to your health store, it'll show you a bunch of detoxing of bugs and parasites and things like that. And that's what you want to do. But you really want to take the test first. So if you can find a doctor, you're doing pretty good. The second medicine is called Alania. This comes from a pharmacy, Alina. I am not a doctor. As I said, you must check with your doctor. It will kill any parasite, any tapeworm, any bug, anything like that. And that's what you need. When you see you've been bloated, or you have abdominal cramping, or you have a lot of loose stool, or you're very sick and you're vomiting, sometimes you have E. coli and you have parasites as well. And what does the doctor do? He IVs you right away in the hospital and hydrates you. And hydrating is good, but not always the IV is going to be the answer. So, of course, the Alania is perfect. It is an antibiotic. It's not just Flagyl, amoxicillin, any type of other medication that a doctor would give to a Crohn's possibly patient, which my family has. So I wanted to put out this video for a few minutes to talk about, make sure you check with parasites. I will tell you, sushi is the number one of the worst for parasites, even the best of the best. And I come from the Beverly Hills area. I come from the area that you eat at the best sushi places, and they can give you a lot of bugs. So you need to be careful. Actually, I don't eat sushi anymore, but it doesn't matter. You can catch a bug from anything, obviously. So you want to be careful. You want to cook and make sure all your vegetables are clean. You watch when you go out to eat. It's really today, I don't really go out to eat much. I do a lot on my own at home. My friends tease me and say, hey, when you were well, you look better sick well than healthy. Why? My lifestyle changed. My eating habits changed. The way my water changed. I'm alkaline. I take a lot of herbs. I do a lot. But when it comes to parasites, you want to make sure you do detox those parasites. And they do have them in the stores. They have them at the homeopathic stores as well. They detox your kidney, lymph, and your liver, and also all your GI tract. So again, coming to you live from an hour east of Los Angeles, and to my Facebook and my YouTube and my Twitter friends is Michelle Dates, coming to you live, and I hope to talk to you guys real soon. You guys have a wonderful day, and remember, watch what you eat. You are what you eat. And another good one, stay away from that sugar. Let's all stay healthy. It's a new year. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.